What's up, everybody? So I'm sitting in Kansas right now. Just pulled into a rest area. It's winter time, just battling non-stop weather. It was nice this morning. It was cold as hell, 4 degrees. Yesterday did not get that far down the road before I had to shut down. Didn't get dispatched until like 10:30, and I've been trying to get west, and not saying that they outright lied, but to say that I was the number one driver. Okay, that's cool. I was the first one there on Saturday, but to say there's only one load, and this load goes to Montana and then Washington. When I know, because I looked in the box on Saturday, there are 3 other loads. They just go northeast corner. So, but it's fine because I don't want those. Didn't want to deal with what I'm dealing with. Yeah, be careful what you wish for, right? So, I got loaded. In the video, everything was freezing cold. It started to turn ice. Like, the ground was solid, frozen mud. Like, it wasn't slushy. It was frozen hard. Trucks just started to crash on the interstate. Luckily, going the opposite direction immediately. So I was able to get on the 44, start heading west. I needed to get to Springfield, fuel up, get some DEF, and then head up Route 13 toward Kansas City. Just before Springfield, there was a previous accident, but by the time I got there, they had cleared it up enough for us to go by. It was slick as hell, and I'll show you the gauge here in a second, but this load is light, so when the weather's like this, you really want a heavy load. You want to be hauling heavy. You get traction that way. When you got a light load, when you go to hit the brakes, those trailer brakes will lock up or slide. It's a butt-puckering moment when you're going downhill at times. When I got to Kansas City, coming up 49, before I even got to the 435, man, trucks were sliding off in the ditch. Cars were sliding everywhere. I was just barely doing 45 miles an hour, creeping. I get to the 435, and again, it was like 35 miles an hour, just creeping. You feel like if a truck driver or if a semi-truck could actually be on its tippy toes, you're tiptoeing around on this ice. When you could move the steering wheel like this, and you're still sort of going straight, you don't have traction on the steer tires. That's how slick it was, because you don't have weight. Even though your nose heavy because you had the weight of the motor and all that up front, but the drives and the trailer and the weight of the trailer, even though it's really not that heavy, it's you're plowing, you're pushing. That's a NASCAR term, plowing. But there were a couple of times where I had to let it roll faster than I really wanted to going downhill because I had to make the uphill part. The opposite direction proved my point that it got shut down because of FedEx pulling doubles, empty most likely, got stuck going uphill and just it couldn't go. The tires were spinning, it just stuck, which caused other traffic to stop behind it. And then they got stuck. They couldn't go. So it was a complete melee there in Kansas City. Luckily, I got through it just fine. And, I'm able to drive because I don't have an oversize. So that's the only good thing that's going on right now. Because, the weather's not terrible right now, but the road conditions can get bad. Yesterday would have been bad. Yesterday would have been park the truck, don't drive at all. Being oversized. I got all the way to Salina, I think it was Salina, Kansas. Parked it up last night. Got up this morning, 4 degrees. And I know it's kind of crazy to do it, but I got the truck washed. Got the truck trailer washed. It was covered in ice and muck and salt and just, it looked terrible. And it's not just because, hey, I got to, ride with pride and be all pretty and all that. It's, you got to get rid of that stuff quick. Even though I'm going to put it right back on, but it's like just a new batch, a new amount of de-ice or whatever. Get rid of it as fast as you can. And because the weather wasn't dropping anything, it's slightly snowing right now where I'm at. I'll get down the road here in a little bit. I'm heading toward Denver. I chose to take the 70 to Denver, the 25 up north towards Cheyenne, go all the way through Wyoming on 25. I'll probably stop in Wheatland, Wyoming tonight and call it a night, and then I'll be there tomorrow. I just got off the phone with the first delivery. I might be there. Hell, I might be there earlier, even though they said Thursday. They're predicting me there Thursday, and then Friday in Washington. Well, again, due to weather and the distance, I'd like to be a day ahead. So I'm probably going to surprise them by tomorrow, which is Thursday. So, yeah, Thursday afternoon. Yeah. No, Wednesday afternoon. Sorry. Today's Tuesday. I'm already messed up. So just, again, little things. Keep in mind of weather condition, road. I mean, I could have gone. I'm on the 70s, staying low, trying to avoid the very cold weather. If I would have got to the 80 and then shot across South Dakota, I looked at the temperature for Rapid City. I always want to say Cedar Rapids, but Rapid City, South Dakota was supposed to be negative 14. I'll stick with 4 degrees. All right, but right now it's saying it's 14 degrees, so it's getting warm, right? it's just before 11 o'clock. But if I would have got to the 94, which they first initially routed me, remember I showed you guys the route they wanted me to go all the way up to the 94 and then shoot across Montana that way. I'd be in the close where I'm delivering in Montana. The weather on Thursday is predicting negative 25 degrees. So I pulled into a pilot on Route 13 north of Springfield to grab anti-gel fuel additive. I bought 3 bottles. They probably thought, oh, you must think, must be new to trucking, or you're just, freaking out. But hey, they're not going to tell you not to buy it because it's expensive stuff. They're making money off of it. But what they don't realize, I'm planning to be in an area that could run out. All right? Never assume, oh, they'll have it because, they get in the negative degrees all the time. That doesn't mean they're going to have it. Same with washer fluid. Get washer fluid before you need to get washer fluid. Before you run out, right? Predict it. So that's what I did. I got that. All right, I'm going to get wrong. I'm going to show a little video. I just missed it. It just melted. I was watching this snowflake. It landed, and it was so cool. It looked like a star. So it just made me remind of being a child again. Cutting little. Who has not folded paper and made little snowflake stars, whatever. I know I did it with my kids too. Showed them how to do it, but it had already melted. Let's see it. I'll flip the camera around. You can see what it looks like here in the rest area real quick, and I gotta get going.